Ice City. Oh, right, okay. I remember this one. I'm not good at getting the rings on this one, but I do like the course. Plus, once again, love the music. This is my favorite Hot Wheels track. I really like the Scorchers one, but I think Street Breed's honestly better. This is one that you can't get all the rings on unless you got somebody with a max boost, and since I have somebody with only, out of the 6 or 7 bars that you're allowed to have max on, I only have 2 of them, so there's no way I'm getting all the rings on this one, so I'm not even going to try for them. I'm just going to go for the race records. I'll try to get 50 for one of the cars, but actually I should probably... Well, no, because I have to get all 100 anyway, so... It's not like I can get 90 on one attempt and 10 on the other, and that counts. I wish it did, but that's not how it works. Like gold rings are ones you haven't picked up, and then silver ones are ones you have. Why did you run straight into the wall right there? Dude, you're crazy. I don't remember this track for some reason. Or at least not that one part. I always forget it, even though that's the most difficult part of the track right there. Really? He gets to go at normal speed and I lose almost all of mine? How does that work? Forget you guys. I'm just going to jump over you this time. See how you like it. I got 55, that's enough for the rings. I'll show you the jump, because it's coming up right here. It's this one right here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you gotta have somebody with a max boost to be able to get all those. It is gettable, unlike the one in Emerald Crater, or whatever it was. Pretty sure that's what it was. I don't know why they didn't go this way, but alright. And I missed that, but I guess somebody else grabbed it. Did they? Yeah, they did. Appreciate it, whoever that was. Whoa. Really fast right there. 95, I know where I missed one of them right there, and I think I missed like 2 or 3. That thing is still in my throat, for crying out loud. If I have to pause the recording to go get something to drink, that's going to be really annoying. Especially with only 2 races left. Like, don't be a pansy, you can do it. No one wants to hear you be talking anyway, boy. Sounded like something was breaking right there. Like, not outside of the recording, but actually in the game. That was really weird. And that was very dangerous to do, because while I was in the air, after I'd finished that combo and gotten it back to where it was going to get a perfect landing, I've tried to wake up my computer again. It doesn't, like, fail while it's asleep. I just prefer to have it awake to make sure I know it's working. Whoa. That's what you're doing there. Could have hurt somebody. Yeah, I only got a great right there, but I don't think... Well, actually, there's, like, 2 more jumps, but I really only need it for one of those 2 jumps. I'm not going to take that way. That way has rings, but this way is easier to make the turn. A lot easier. Well, for not being able to get all the rings, I got about as close as you can get for it. And like I said, I do really love this track. Really, really nice one. I almost said really cool, but then that would have just looked really stupid. Oh, I did get all the rings right there. I guess I could have gone for all 100. Oh, well, too late now. I'll go back and get them later. I did get both the Gal items, then I got the 24/7, which is alright. It's a Street Breed car, but it's not my favorite one. This one is. The Road Rocket. I can't actually recall which one the... Oh, Ricky Bell drives the 24/7. I couldn't remember who the driver was on it. I know it's not the Pony Up, it's not the 24/7, it's not the Aeroflash. There's another car, that, though, in Street Breed that I really just cannot tolerate at all. And I don't remember what it is. I know it's not the Captain one either. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to have to go look what that is off screen to figure it out. And once we're done, I'll probably give my quick analysis of each car, at least the ones that I've driven. And that one that I wasn't able to unlock because it's not possible on the GameCube, I'll tell you what I think of it anyway, because I have played with it on the computer a long, long time ago. And if I recall, it wasn't very good. But now we have the final course, which is Vast Jungle, and this one has a very, very, very awkward turn on it. And it's got rings on it, too. That's the worst part. If it didn't have rings, I wouldn't care, but it does. And the rings are lined up in a really odd angle, so even they know that you're going to have problems with the turn, which tells you something. Apparently they had a lot of electricity in the jungle. Who knew? I'm not saying nowadays. I'm just saying, like, you know, every time I play one of these courses, it feels like a Land Before Time level or something like that. Or that stupid cartoon. Like, you know, where the first 3 movies were good, and then, well, as a kid they were anyway, and then they made a stupid TV show out of it, and aired it on Cartoon Network, and you're like, okay, what happened to the movies I used to know and love? There's like 3 cartoons now that I watch. I used to watch cartoons all the time, but all the good ones got taken off the air, like freaking Rocket Power, Hey Arnold. And the ones that remain are either not funny anymore, because either A, they ran out of lines, or B, they switched, you know, script writers or anything like that. This turn right here, I freaking hate that turn. Hate it. And go this way too, because there's rings on both sides. And I missed some. So now I gotta go back there again and get them later. Which if I get all 100 rings on this, I'd be very surprised on my first attempt. Because it's really difficult to get all 100 rings and finish with a good time on this one, because in order to do it, you gotta forego a lot of shortcuts. Why am I bouncing off walls? Every time I bounce off walls, I get stuck on walls. When I get stuck on walls, I'm not able to do anything. Alright, there we go. No, you need to get out of my way. Whenever I'm in the lead, it's a lot easier to get stuff because you guys aren't in my way anymore. Oh, crap. I thought you didn't need boost for that, but I guess you did. Alright, I need to make a mental note of that, because I thought that was one of the jumps that you didn't need boost for. I know you need it for right here, though. Wow, why did that guy break all of a sudden? That was really weird. Did you see all those skid marks on the ground? What did he do that for? It's very weird why he did that. Alright, 92. I know where most of those are. Yes, you actually do have to make the, or you do have to use the boost on that second jump right there. It looks like you don't, but you actually do need to. Okay, stop. Freaking get stuck in the walls. I don't know what the big deal is about that. It doesn't happen so much. Like on occasion, but not to the point where it's like every other track you're gonna get stuck on the wall. I don't know why they're having this construction stuff going on here. Yeah, see, I remember to do it this time. Okay, I only missed one ring on that other area, and I know for a fact that it's got to be there, because I can't think of where else it would be. So you have to take this way on the right, but oh well. Should be able to finish the top 3. Even if somebody does pass me, I don't think 4 people will... Do your math, dude! 3. If 3 people pass me, I'd be very surprised. Yeah, there we go. You got them all. If I had to choose between good rings and a good time, I'd go with good... Or if I had to choose between 100 rings and a good time, I'd choose 100 rings, because it's easier to get a better time when you're not trying to go for rings, but rings you have to try to go for and get in the top 3, so... Oh, but I actually got everything right there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It's not showing it on screen because Gallery Item 36 is automatically unlocked whenever you beat the stage, along with, you know, the stage itself. So you can't see it, but Gallery Item 35 is also unlocked, because I got the new lap and the new race record, so it's there. But since that achievement or unlockable board can only hold 5 things at once, it doesn't show. But I'll go to the Gallery Items and prove to you that it's there, because Gallery Item 35 will be there. I don't know why I'd make you race through it again just to get it. You've won the elite. You've completed the elite league and won the world race. You are the greatest driver. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kind of wish I'd like change the title screen or something, but it doesn't. Alright, so in options we have sound, music, controls. Really all I cared about was the gallery. So I'm missing 2 gallery items, and that's 27 and 31. But 35 is here, as you can see. It's just right there. 36, by the way, since I said there are 35 cars, 36 is a cheat, if you want to look at it. Unlock these new cars by entering this cheat on the title screen, and select either Super Tune or Slingshot to play them. And if you want to do the cheat, press the buttons again. So it's LRABYX. If we go to the front and press LRABYX. Well, let me do it again because I messed up there. LRABYX. You can kind of hear it, but it gives you that nitrox noise. But if we go to single player now, I'm just going to do quick race since I said I was going to go over those again. If we go to Kurt's car, it has cheat written on it, and then also one of them in the Dune Rats, which is a truck, which means we're not going to be seeing that. I'll use the slingshot one though. Alright, what are we missing stuff? We need to get 3 in there, and we're missing times on Submerged City and Lava Twist. Alright, let's go to Submerged City. With this car, that's probably the safest bet. For those of you that have watched the movie, you will recognize the color scheme right here, because in the movie, Kurt is the villain of sorts. Well, not the main villain, but he is a villain until like the very end of the movie when he turns around. But whenever he's the bad guy and you can't tell who he is, this is what his car looks like. It's completely black, and his code name is like Z36 or something really weird like that. But he used to be a spy for Gabor. He's not, though. He actually turns into one of the main protagonists in the sequel movies, which is Acceleracers. Which Acceleracers is actually very good. The ending's kind of weird, and they left out a lot of the courses where they just had like little bits of them. It was really strange what they did, but if they had made the entire movie, it would have been a lot better. It's like, if you just watch movies, there's like one point where this one character like has his car at the end of the movie, and like all of a sudden he's like has to rebuild his car and he's using his motorcycle. It's like, where did that come from? And it was in one of the races that they never showed. It was like Cliffside Realm or something. Okay, I didn't have the nitro sense. I hit the boost button, I'm pretty sure. We're just going for a good time here, so it's not that big a deal. I don't even know what the best time is. Alright, that's not going to be unlocked. Dummy! You're so silly. As you can see, this is a lot easier on easy mode. There's like, everyone is pretty far behind me right now. Yeah, I just need to quit now. I'm just showing this off for the sake of showing the new car. I don't know why I was doing that. I may just like meet you guys at the end of, you know, whenever I unlock the item. Because you don't want to see these races for a third or however many times, so I'm just going to choose my one of the easier cars to use. I'll just pick this one and unlock the Lava Twist and Submerged City items. So I will just meet you guys at the end of both of those, and I'll let it show where it was unlocked, so I'm not just pulling your leg. I don't ever cheat, so you don't have to worry about that anyway. Which technically that wasn't even a cheat code. It's not a cheat code if the game gives it to you, for crying out loud. Where the game's like, use this cheat. It's like even the game was acknowledging it's a cheat. That doesn't really make it a cheat, but whatever. I will see you guys at the end of Lava Twists with this car, so be right back. Alright, so did that get it? I don't know what my dad is doing in the background, if you can hear that. He's acting like he's in pain. Either that or he's having a really, really good time. Too. Alright, so now that we've gotten that gallery item, there's one more that we need to get. And that, I believe, is on... If I could select my car here. Yeah, Submerged City. So, I will meet you guys at the end of Submerged City as well for the final gallery item that we need to unlock. And then after that, we're going to go back for the car that I did not unlock. on Ice City. So see you guys in a second. Yo! What is your problem? Okay, I'm gonna show that, because that guy acted like he was trying to kill me. Seriously, dude, what is your problem? Okay, anyway. Alright, so did I get it? Or no? I think it did. Yes, it did. That one's actually probably the hardest Galar item to get, because the timing for that is pretty strict, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and quit. And that only leaves one more thing to do, and that is getting the other car on Ice City. And like I said, you need somebody with a good boost for that. Who do we have that has a really good boost? There's no way I'm using this idiot. He's a pretty decent boost, but I don't feel like using him. I'm not using the truck, sorry. Not unless I have to. I freaking hate the trucks. That is the guy we're going to get from it, who has a really good boost, which is a shame. We need somebody with a good speed and a good boost here. That guy has a good speed boost, but guess what? We can't unlock that car. There's no way I'm using that stupid thing. Oh, what a problem we have here. I'd use that car if it had a good speed, but it doesn't. Could I get away with using one like this, or would I have to use freaking... Let's try with this guy. Because I really don't want to resort to using a truck. I mean, I seriously don't want to resort to using a freaking truck. So I am going to show this this race, because this is showing getting all the rings, and I'm assuming the main reason anybody would watch this besides other than for fun is to figure out how to get all the rings. And since we can't get all the rings in that one other course, if anybody does know how to get all the rings on that course, by the way, let me know, because I know for a fact that you can do it on the computer with no problem. I don't know why it doesn't work in the GameCube version, but it doesn't. And it really stinks that you can't. It's not like that car's great, but I'd love to be able to get 100% in this game, and it's simply just not doable. Come on, get off the wall. There's no reason for you to be on the wall, so don't get off the wall. This car has awful steering. My gosh. This is going to be a problem. This car is really bad steering. Like, you could tell when I was turning a while ago where I was like almost hitting the wall, but I had that thing like as far as I could go. And if you need to get around me that bad, then just do it. Seriously, you don't have to run into me and try to mess me up. This isn't freaking regular driving, which is a shame, because, you know, everyone would actually drive quickly. Everyone either drives too fast or too slow. There's 60 of them. I just need to get the other 40. Okay, let's see if this works. A, B. I can't tell if we got them all or not. I'll know in the next jump. I think you have to actually have the car, like, in a stunt. You have to have it, like, facing up so it can reach. I don't know. Like I said, we may have gotten them all, and I'm just not 100% sure. Okay, there's 90. Somebody got that. If there's 10 on this ramp, then we got them all. And we did get them all. Alright, cool. It didn't look like we did, but I guess we did. Whoa. Easy there, buddy. Stop doing that. You're making me nervous. Oh, I hate this car. This is why I don't like having cars with bad grip on them. It's so hard to control them. The boost is just not worth it unless you have to do some stuff like this. A, B. A, B? Sorry. This is what I'm talking about, where you can get it back to back. Like, watch what happens. The flames are going to go away on my car, and then they're just going to come right back. Not sure when, but they will. Yeah, see? It's like, there's just points where you can hit so many ramps that ends up happening if you don't pull a stale and you get the combos correct. Oh, pff, you dummy, you didn't use the boost. You're supposed to use the boost to get through, and you didn't do it. Crying out loud. Analog stick all the way to the side to make sure he'd make that turn, and he still didn't do it. If I'd been using the silhouette too, that wouldn't have happened. If I'd been using the road rocket, that wouldn't have happened. Freaking kidding me? Come on, we need to get out of here when everybody else is going to show up, but they probably will in a second. Why? Okay, I was going to say, why didn't the R button work right there, but I guess it did. Alright, we got all the rings, thank goodness. What did that unlock? The, yeah, the HW prototype too. HW probably stands for Hot Wheels, knowing this game. Alright, I think that's everything, except for that one unmakeable set of rings, because you simply cannot get it. I've tried with max boost cars. I had to use that stupid truck that had the best boost and best speed, and it still didn't work, so I know for a fact it doesn't work. So, that is pretty much it. So, like I said, I'd go over my opinions of the cars. So, this one's alright, probably the best captain there is, except for maybe the Scorchers one. This car's awful, as you've seen, the steering on it's awful, don't use it. This car is even worse, which means you probably don't want to be using that either. This one I've used before, it was alright. I mean, it's kind of like the Road Rocket, so it's pretty good. This is probably one of the few I'd recommend for this team. This one's pretty good if you like having a high boost and high excel, which I prefer to have a high speed and grip, but for what it is, I actually enjoy it a lot. This one is definitely my favorite on the team, though, is the Golden Arrow. No matter what, I don't like this one at all. If they'd balance the stats out a little bit more, I would probably have a completely different opinion of it. Alright, as for Scorchers, the captain, once again, not that bad. I would like if he had a little bit better speed and a little bit less grip, which for me, that's almost too much grip, but whatever. This car is actually very, very good. I would recommend Roger Dodger. I would not recommend this one at all because it's awful, so never use this one. This one's essentially just a, overall average one, but it runs just fine. I have no problem with this one. This one, it's alright. I wouldn't recommend it. Obviously, I'd recommend this one because I'm really, really good with it. And this one is just plain awful. Never use it. It's worse than the other one that I said back here was really, really bad. This one is honestly even worse. As for this one, this car is alright. This is probably the best one on that team, which is sad. So this one, whatever. The trucks, once again, I hate trucks. Don't recommend them. Sear Tuner is alright. It's not fantastic, but it'll do what it needs to do. This one is awful because it's easy to mess up your controls, and it doesn't run very fast either. Once again, trucks, awful. This is probably the only truck that's tolerable, but even then, I'm not a big fan of it. And this one's pretty good if you like having a high grip. The low boost does not bother me at all, so. Street Breed, Slingshot is alright. I kind of wish it would trade some excel for some speed, though. But oh well. And it feels like the car itself doesn't turn very well. This one is pretty good, obviously as you can tell, because it's just balanced, so there's nothing wrong with this car. I actually really like the side draft a lot. If they could swap out 2 of those boosts for another grip and speed each, I'd really, really love it. Road Rocket, obviously I really enjoy that one. That's probably my favorite top speed car. Aero Flash, this one's alright. I'd prefer higher speed, and I'm really not that big a fan of a high excel, so. But, once again, for what it is, it's pretty good. Pony Up, that one's actually really good. It doesn't get a lot of love, but it's pretty good. I do like that one. HW Prototype, I don't like the low grip and high boost on that. If they had swapped stats, I'd probably have a completely different opinion of it. And as for this team, the league captain is okay, but once again, I don't recommend the Road Beast at all. This is not the one I'm thinking of, so this one's okay, but once again, wouldn't recommend it. This one's alright. I wish it had more excel as opposed to its low speed, but if it had higher speed, I'd really enjoy it. The Zodic is alright, I guess. It's probably better than anything else in this team, which doesn't say much, but still. This one that we can't get, I have played as before on the computer, and it was awful, so you're not missing anything. It's essentially like another truck, and this is probably the best car on the entire team, so that's just my opinion. But once again, it has a high-speed grip, so I prefer that. And it's the number 21, so, you know, can't argue that. And then for the Grease Lightning, once again, no grip, so no love for me. So that is essentially it, because I think that was all the teams. Yep, it was. So the only other thing to show off, if I ever do show it off, would be multiplayer, which currently is unavailable. So, like I said, I might show off like a bonus feature of that, like a couple races. I don't know. Maybe show all of them, but I would put my hopes on it. You can change the sound of music level here, which I don't know why you do that when you can just do it during a race. Controls, it'll let you know what they are. You can change them if you want. Or I don't know why you'd have the gas be R and the nitrox be, you know, I don't know, it just seems like really weird controls, so you can change it between 3 different things, but I prefer to just keep it on A where it is. If you want to change, you can. Here's your data, which will load and autosave, and, you know, all that good stuff. Gallery, which you've already seen. You can look at all the pictures real quick. If you need to pause them, then go ahead and do so. You know, just pause the YouTube video, because I'm not going to stay on them for extremely long, because, you know, there's freaking 36 of these things, technically only 35, but still, the point still stands. Pictures do look really cool, though. Sanjay Khan, trademark. His name's not actually trademark, but some of the names are, like Banji Castillo, that's actually trademark. And before you say, oh no, that's the car's trademark too, you can see it at the top, so his name is actually trademarked. It's kind of funny. But Sanjay Khan is actually not trademarked, but we like to pretend he is. Most of the names aren't trademarked. There's very few that are. It's mostly the captains. Like Brian Kadeem's is trademarked. See if anybody else is trademarked. I'll go back and look at the other ones in a second here. Tarkatano's probably, yeah, it is trademarked. Oh, Dad, you're fine. Stop complaining. Act like you're in such a pain. You're not. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Verts is probably trademarked. Yeah, it is. Alex isn't. Anybody else trademarked? I figure Bonnie's might be. Marquise might be. No, he's not. No. Kurt Wilde's is. I think it might just be the captains. Is it just the captains? Yeah, it looks like it's just the captains. That's weird. Only the captains are trademarked. Alright, whatever. And then you can turn the rumble feature on or off here, so whatever. You can read the credits right here, which you can actually speed through them if you hold down the down button, so... But I'm not going to read those, so... Anyway, save and exit. Exit doesn't actually turn off the game or anything like that, so... That is it for Let's Play Hot Wheels World Race, unless multiplayer shows up as like a mini project that I'd add to this later on, but unless it honestly takes us that long to record Mario Party 9, I don't think we'll be seeing it, so no need to worry on that front. So this has been pitmarthroy. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next project or the continuation of Mario Party 9. Later, guys.